Technician's Bizarre Day. Written and voiced by Redbrick. Illustration by Pungson Mori. This is a small audio drama to celebrate Nerissa Ravencroft's birthday. Happy birthday, Rissa! This is a very humble video, but hope you enjoy it.
Hello? Yeah, it's me. How you doing? Yeah, I'm good. Compared to you, I'm not that busy. Oh yeah. You know that I'm doing that HVAC thing, right? Ventilations and air conditioning installation, service and whatsoever. Yeah. Today I got only one call, and it was super weird, let me tell you. No, listen. This was really hilarious and also scary and all those weird all the time, all those things happen all the time. So I shut up and listen. So, I got a call to install 3 air conditioners. Yeah. This is fine, right? It's just a normal thing. Like, installing 3 air conditioners is not like a special thing. But when I first arrived at that house, it was really, really weird, Weird and, antique and old-ish kind of a mood. It I could feel the pressure from it. I don't know, not like a bad kind of a thing, but when you look at all those old houses with all those antique things, you feel that really weird feelings, right? It's just like that. So, anyway, I drove my truck inside that place. And I tried to knock because I couldn't find any, doorbells or whatsoever. So I knocked and I said, air conditioning installation whatsoever. So I shouted. And after that, no kidding, I heard ground shaking, literally ground shaking, and like this guy came out. And let me tell you this. He was literally 10 feet tall or something. Oh, come on, man. Why do I have to lie to you? Come on. So, he was shut up and listen. He was 10 feet tall, and his eyes shining with reddish kind of a color, and that, awesome beard. Oh, yeah. Most of... you're not gonna believe this. He even got horns on his head. What do you mean I'm drunk? I didn't... Oh, shut up and listen. So, anyway, so I was I am here to, install my, air conditioner. I literally just mumbled like that. Yeah, I was like, air conditioner, because he was big as hell. He was really buff, and I was like, yeah, air conditioner. And he just nodded. So I decided to, drag my, air conditioners down with my, pushing cart or whatsoever. But all of a sudden, that guy said, let me help you. Yeah, he just said like that. I could hear his, very low-pitched voice. He was like, let me help you. And he just literally grabbed those air conditioners in his arms, and he just brought them in. Oh, come on, this is not lying. But anyway, so he just brought those things in, and... It was really crazy. I mean, I need, I need all those tools to pull those things down, but he was just, he just carried those things like carrying a baby or whatsoever. Anyway, so I just followed him in, and inside was not that, strange. This was just middle-class people living, kind of a blah-blah kind of a stuff. So it was normal. So anyway, I tried to install all those air conditioners and all those things. So I decided to install from the living room first. So I went there and I installed the standing type kind of a stuff first. All those pipes and all those thingies, and I just do the electricity and all those pipes and blah blah blah. And I tried to do those things. And all of a sudden, I could hear some ladies talking behind me, and one of the girls said, "And you're doing really good job. Thank you for your kindness." I was like, "Well, this is my job." But anyway, when I turned my head, I saw like reddish kind of a lady and a greenish kind of a lady. Is that green? But anyway, it was like a like a white plus green or whatsoever. So I'll just color it green. But anyway, I think she was having a baby. I could see her belly and she said to those black and reddish kind of a clothing lady, and she said like, "Mother, why don't we bring out some tea for our installation guy?" And I was like, "Wait a minute, Mom? I thought it was some, cause I don't know, older sister or something. Mom? I thought she was, I don't know, my like late 30s or early 40s or whatsoever." But oh yeah, I almost forgot. They also got horns on their heads. I mean, I I felt something really strange and dangerous at the same time. And I started to cast a spell on me. Like I was started to think like, oh, they are normal people. They're normal people. If I look at their horns, it'll be really rude. Yeah. And that mom person, should I have to say person? But anyway, that mom someone said, "Oh, why don't you take a rest?" And she brought some like cookies and tea or something. Hell, it was like a really fancy and awesome, like that those English guys are having during their tea times or whatsoever. It was like a table was huge as hell, and like old, and she was literally brewing. Yeah, it was brewing the black tea from the leaf. I was like, and the dessert was. I thought it was like some kind of a like dessert tower or whatsoever. I was like, oh jeez, and and you know what? That buff guy that I was talking about, even he was he was like I think he was going somewhere. He was leaving that place, and he was even saying that don't feel don't feel uncomfortable. Yeah, feel free. And I was like, how can I even not get nervous or whatsoever? It was like people with horns on their heads. I can't be comfortable. But anyway, yeah. So I was drinking with those two guys. Do I have to, I don't know even they're people, but anyway, I was drinking with those two, yeah, and I was started to chat because they asked me a lot of things like, isn't this job hard? Do you have any girlfriend? Just normal chat or whatsoever. And they started to say they are some kind of a demon or devil or whatsoever. I was really freaked out, yeah. And what they also said is that they're, what is it called? They're like that buff guy. He's like a what is it called? The owner, I don't know, the master kind of a stuff from really famous demon family or whatsoever. What was that name? What is it? Raven something. Oh yeah, Ravencraft. No. What is that called? Ravencroft. Yeah. Anyway, that mother, that somebody was like, what is it called? Raven witch, Raven someone. I forgot the word, but anyway, yeah. So they said the family members were like, the father, mother, three daughters and one son. That's what I heard. Yeah. The funny thing is, that son, yeah, that guy was like some kind of a like a Roman whatsoever cultural geek or whatsoever. So he always stay inside his room. And the first daughter and the second, I heard that they were married. Yeah. The first daughter was like that greenish kind of a girl, and I mean, her horns was her horns. Should I have horn? But anyway, that thing was like some kind of a halo of like an angel ring or whatsoever. Oh yeah. Funny thing is, she also married with Angel himself. Yeah, maybe that's the reason why. Since then, from that time on, I was like, okay. I didn't even surprise from that part because I saw all those things like even yeah, I'm not gonna even surprise if at that moment because like I saw so many things weird. So anyway, so they have like a four kids. I don't know, four I think. Yeah. So oh yeah, well they're really living a happy life. Yeah. So and the second daughter, yeah, I think she married with human like us and still doesn't have any kids. I think. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. How does it feel to live with a demon? But anyway, so while I was talking, yeah, with those ladies, one of those, I think it was the second daughter, yeah. She popped out from, the room from me over there, and she was like, "Oh, you're talking about me?" Yeah, something like that. So, and her color, her color was like some kind of purplish kind of thing. It was like, oh god. So anyway, oh yeah, yeah. But anyway, you know what's really, 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 really weird and strange? I looked at their horns really closely, and their horns, those things were designed with all those like music notes kind of thing. It was a card like that. So, but hell, I think I stared too much, and the girl with the greenish kind of a clothes, yeah, and the purplish kind of a clothes, yeah, I think they noticed. So, and they were like, oh, we are talented people with music. I was like, people, but anyway, that's what important. So they said that they were really talented with music, and they said that imagine about sirens and nymph, the water, the angel. I don't know, water, some kind of monster, I think. So anyway, I was like, yeah, and they were like, oh, you don't know sirens? And I was like, yeah, I know that. The mythical beings are trying to seduce sailors with their singing voices or whatsoever. Ships sunk or whatsoever kind of thing. What are you saying that I'm some kind of a nerd? I heard it from my college times. Anyway, so we're talking about all those, funny things like, their ancestors, they taught, all those singings to the sirens or whatever. We were talking like, I think it was like almost an hour. So anyway, so after that, I kept on doing my job, and I installed all those, air conditioners. And the last one, the third air conditioner was for the third daughter, yeah. And so I decided to. It was like a ceiling kind of a type. So I decided to go there and try to do some installing kind of a stuff. And when I opened the room, and I thought it was like what's it called, the things that the young people doing these days, what is it called, streamers or something, the video kind of a live on the internet. I forgot what it says, but anyway, I mean, all those gadgets from the microphone and to the camera was really shiny, and it was really good. And I was like, oh, okay, so I have to do the installation. It'll be like a construction kind of stuff. So I have to make a hole on the ceiling just as the size of the air conditioner. So can you just move away, please? And oh, you know what? These ladies were all beauty. They were all beauties. I mean, those, like the third daughter. I was like, she was like almost like a, I don't know how tall she was. She was really tall, and I thought she was like some kind of a movie actress or something. They like they have something that seduces someone. Oh yeah, but anyway, what am I talking about? But anyway, so the funny thing is, the third daughter said that she never saw, air conditioning, installation or whatsoever before. So can I, do some spectating kind of stuff? And I was like, well, it'll be dusty and loud. It'll be really not that good. It will be okay. And she was like, it's fine. And she just pulled out some, I don't know where it came from, but anyway, she just pulled out the mask, and she just wore it, and went to the corner. So, but funny thing is, while I was drilling, all of a sudden those the other two daughters and the mother, I don't know, they just popped up from nowhere. They were also spectating what I'm doing. I was like, oh, okay, now I can understand how it feels to be like a the goldfish inside the fishbowl. But anyway, so I just measured the length. I just drilling it. I made a hole. I just putting it in. So what I was doing, like I was halfway through, and all of a sudden, some kind of a blackish kind of a stuff just fall. Those things just fall down from the ceiling. I said, what the hell? So, ah, frick, it's a snake. No, this is not like snake. It's something like snake. Yeah. I mean, it was really black and it was all... No, seriously, it was like really foggy. Oh, come on. I'm not lying. How many times do I have to tell you? Come on, there's a demons. They're demons, and this is a lie. Come on. So anyway, this foggish kind of a snake whatsoever kind of thing trying to eat me with its mouth open, and I just I've dealt with all the snakes before because like doing all these jobs is like can cause some really weird interactions like wasp, bees, mouse, and all those stuff. And anyway, so I just grabbed its tail, and I just made the whirl with that thing. I was like, spin, yeah, spin. And I was doing that because if I don't do that, I'm gonna die, and those ladies are gonna die because it was a really big thing. I don't know why. I don't know why I did that, but I just do that when I kill a snake or whatever. But anyway, so. And I thought everything was fine and, case closed, but all of a sudden, ceiling started to fall down. No, not all of them, but there's some part of the ceiling started to fall down, and all those, much more bigger thingies started to come down. And I thought it was like the end of the world. I was like, jeez. And those things are started to attack. They tried to attack those ladies at the corner. So, what could I do? I just grabbed my hammer and started to pummel down all those idiots. And jeez, I was literally dying, sweat all over my face, and these things were as huge as hell, But, okay, I'm gonna die here, trying to install the air conditioner. I was thinking like that, but all of a sudden, you remember the buff guy, right? The father. He just rushed into the door, and he was like, "Get lost, you stupid foul beings," and he just literally punched some kind of he started to punch somewhere, and these things shouted, and they all ran away. And I thought it was like some kind of portal, I think. He literally punched a portal, and that thing just, that thing was just broke. And I was like, okay, wait a minute. They got a portal on their ceiling? I was thinking like that. And anyway, and I, I was really, I was literally dying at that moment. I was, sweat all over my face, like I said before. My face was really red, and I was tired as hell. I was just sitting down there, and he helped me to stand up. He was like, "I'm sorry," he said. He was like, "Oh, just think those things were like some kind of a mice or something." I was like, "What kind of mice is that size?" But anyway, the funny thing is, this buff guy said to his wife, and he was like, "You can't handle these things by yourself," and. Funny thing is this lady, you know what this lady said? She was like, "Oh, he was doing so passionately, so, I thought it would be rude to interfere." And I was like, "Okay, demons are demons." They're mockery. I don't know if it's a mockery, but their jokes are really devil-ish. But anyway, they let me to use their shower room, so fortunately, I could shower. And I wrapped up my things, wrapped up my gadgets, and I tried to go back home with my tired ass body. And all of a sudden, this buff father guy, he said like, "Oh, I'm sorry about all of these, mess and everything." And he gave me like some sort of a small, I don't know, letter made some kind of pouch or something to me, and they said, "Oh, we don't have any humans cash, so I'm sorry about that." And he gave me like that, so I was like, never mind, I just want to go home. So, well, thankfully I didn't die, so I was really glad about that. And I went back to my truck, and I was trying to start the engine, and all the family members except that son guy, and all the family members, they were waving behind me, and I was like, "Oh, yeah, thank you." Yeah, it was really... Anyway, so I was like, ugh. I just went back home and I'm calling you. Oh, jeez. You know, it was almost a sunset. But anyway, it was really, really an experience. What are you saying? You are listening till now and you're still saying that I am lying? Come on, if this is a lie, then I should be like a movie director or something. Jeez, but anyway. What a day. Oh yeah, by the way, I want to ask you something. Is Diamond pink? I mean, like, yeah, what I got from them, these diamonds look like pinkish kind of thing.